Hello and welcome to day 7 of playing a draft every day until I'm Mythic. Today we're playing a quick draft and we're already in the draft, so let's see what we've got. Immediately, a lot of these uncommons stand out. The new way forward is really good, but Jessica has actually been the sort of colours I've tended towards the least. I think when I play aggro red-white, I tend to try splash as little as possible and usually end up splashing black cards, and I did try a red-blue base for Tima and Jeskai, and it was decently successful. So it's not out of the question, but it just doesn't strike me as the direction I would necessarily would love to go. Rally the Monastery, on the other hand, super flexible, uh, and works well in quite a lot of decks. Morning Dragonstorm is amazing in the Dragon decks. I think it's one of the best Dragonstorms. Dragon Sniper works well in the Dragon decks as well. Just constant. It just slows down a lot, and is a cheap play that in an otherwise pretty expensive deck. And then Guardian, obviously an excellent dragon. Exhale is great. Sagu Wildling is great in the dragon decks for mana fixing. And then Alchemist Assistant is just a really solid card. Black is obviously one of the worst cards to build out of, but I've been really enjoying Golgari, sort of Abzan stuff. So that is also tempting. So pretty much everything in the bank other than Cruel Truth's Worthy Cost, Sunshield, Victor is a good take. So the question is, where do I want to go? And I did really enjoy Golgari, but maybe I should just take the new way forwards just because it is the rare. And it's probably the best card. I'm not super thrilled though if I am drafting more Jeskai, but I don't know. There's like the voice inside of me telling me just to force Golgari, just go the Alchemist Assistant, it's gonna work. There's also the Guardian is really good, and I do tend to build out of. Maybe I go the Dragonstorm. There's 2 dragons in here. Okay, I think I commit. I really like this card. And blue-green is what we're gonna be looking for. There is a dragon, which I think is the best option out of the blue-green cards that could be here. The tap land would be fine. The globe could also be good. I don't know whether I should be prioritizing it over. Maybe I should. I don't know what the AI likes to, how much priority they have on globes, whether I'm likely to get them later or not. Maybe I do just take this and then I've got already good payoff for any dragons I find later on. Which hopefully we can find a couple. There is 2. I think I like the Island Dragon more, but Bewildering Blizzard is a fantastic card. Ooh, but yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully, I do have a card draw effect already. I do quite like the Island Dragon. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. So we get our payoff. Oh, Storm Singer is such a nice card in the aggro decks. But here we've got another globe, the Monument, and Island Dragon. I am mostly considering the Monument, I think. I don't think I want to get too many dragons early because often I end up with too many somehow. I think in my head, 5 is the sweet spot. I really think that's kind of where it's at. I think you can go maybe 6 with more ramp, or 4 if you've got good sort of middle of the pack 4-5 costs. But I think 5's the magic number, at least from my experience. So Jeskai Monument's good for mana fixing for Dragon's Lair, so I think I will just take that. The globe is also good for mana fixing though. But I think we'll see more globes. I'm hoping that this is a sign that the bots just don't like globes. And there we go, there's our first big dragon that I like. Happy to play that. Does probably mean we'll be in all 5 colours, because that is one of the dragons with the worst colours, like white and black are the things I might not play, so we will probably be seeing all the colours today. So I could just take the Evolving Wilds to help towards the cause of trying to get everything. Kishla Skimmer is a great 2-cost in a deck that can often struggle to find good 2-costs. I think I'm going to be needing as much mana fixing as possible, so I'm going to go with this. Oh, wow, that would not happen in a Premier draft, I don't think. That is a perfect cheap creature. Definitely prefer it to the Death Gorger. The Pummeler is really nice, but I don't think it beats Sibsig. Tapland would also be fine. Now, this is tempting. Saga Wildling, I think, is an excellent mana fixing dragon. It's kind of a really solid creature. Fresh Start is good removal, though, in a deck we haven't drafted any removal so far. Wildling also can end up taking up one of our dragon slots, which I'm not thrilled about, so I think it's just a fresh start here. Well, there's another Wildling, but there is a Dispelling Exhale, which I really like. Again, they just want to... They're really testing, like, how valuable do they think the Wildling is. I think Dispelling Exile is more valuable. I'm afraid Wildling. Here, it's definitely, I think, a 20 back. The Bewildering Blizzard went this late, that is crazy. But do I want to take it? I often end up in a trap where I've got too many expensive cards. Devotee is a 2-drop that does do some mana fixing for me, so maybe I go that. The Backwater is what I'm also thinking about. I think I'm just going to go the Backwater. I might regret it later, but... And there's the... I knew it. They really don't like globes, do they? Which is very good news for me. Be playing those, and that is a high roll and a half. That's so good. There's another monument. Wingblade Disciple's also great. Pummeler's in there, but I think this is kind of a no-brainer. Ooh, we got another monument, but it's Avzan, which is maybe not the best, although it does do a lot of fixing for my lesser played colors. There is also the Wind-Scarred Crag, which is quite a nice land. So I guess creature-wise, I have 20 back. As I think that's basically the only creature I'm considering. Maybe Kotus. Synchronized Charge, I don't think is great in the dragon decks, but maybe it's still... Yeah, I don't think Synchronized Charge is where we want to be. So it's kind of creature or mana fixing is the question I'm asking myself. We're currently looking a little light on creatures, so maybe I just take the 20 back. And we do have already got a start on the mana fixing. Shouldn't be this hard this early in the draft, I don't think. I'm going to take the monument. I might regret it, but I think because it's a lot of my splash colors, and I think I'll hopefully have some big creatures that it's worth cracking open. Okay, so here I'm actually looking more at the Einok Wayfarer than some of these more uncommons. I just think it's a really, in a deck that struggles for 2-drops, it's one of the better ones. And it's the right colors, but am I passing up too good of a card with this? I don't have anything that benefits from being in the graveyard yet, though. Which I guess is another reason not to take Wayfarer. And I'm not really... I guess I don't have any green cards yet. I mean, blue. I am going to be blue-green, so that is only just the black on the splash. Yeah, maybe I just take it as a... But it is an expensive creature. I think I'd rather save the expensive creatures for dragons, but I might be trolling a bit here. We will see. Okay, there's a Devotee, which is another good 2-cost. There is the Karo Goalkeeper, which I quite like as a cheap dragon. I don't have anything leaving the graveyard yet, though. That's my main concern. Vanguard's really nice, but maybe I should just take it. I shouldn't be holding out for dragons only. Dawnbreaker is a dragon, but I don't really fancy it. Devotee is also nice. I think I'm just going to take this. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter too much about cards leaving the graveyard, but if I do find some, I will take them. Okay, we'll do San leaves the graveyard, so that's a possible option to help with that. Blossoming Sands is great. Oh, and Evolving Wilds. I think I'll take the Doosan. Help with the creature count a little bit. And I think the tap lands go quite late with the AI drafting. Oh, very nice. A relic is excellent. Okay, another monument. I think I prefer that to Reclamation and Right of Renewal. But I'm not sure if we'll play all of these monuments. Okay, Undergrowth Leopard is a fine 2-drop. Rejuvenator can help ramp, but I don't think it's a great card. So I think I'm gonna leave it. So I'm kind of just deciding, do I want a 2 or a 3-drop between the Tawny Back and Leopard. I think I just want some 2-drops. Yeah, I think 2-drops are actually harder to come by. We'll take the Kotas again for that same purpose, and it is something that can leave the graveyard. Take the Resolve, but probably won't play it, we'll see. Okay, Aurora Possession is quite nice, especially with the Goalkeeper and some mill effects now. Probably not playing any of these. I'll take the Negotiations because it can be good if I'm super sure on removal. We'll take the Dragon in case we end up with not enough, but hopefully won't play it. Okay, so we got pack 3, final pack. What are we looking for in the pack? Mana fixing we're doing pretty good on, I think. Even though we don't have many tap lands, just this many monuments and globes, I think we'll be okay. We are still probably short on creatures. We've got 10 playable creatures, so creatures is probably the focus here. Dragons, obviously, a big focus. Removal, we're at... Yeah, we probably want some more removal going as well. So, creatures... This is kind of a creature, I guess. Creatures, dragons, removal, less of a focus on fixing. I think that's where I'm at. So if we're looking at this pack, we've got the Grappler, which is nice, but we don't have much cheap stuff to use it for, so I'm not a huge fan. This Siege can be amazing in that using the Abzan, but when you're playing Mardu is I think the play. I guess the Mardu might be pretty strong as well, but I've seen it to great success, but I don't think it works super well in a deck like this. Again, an excellent card in the token making decks. Dragon Hunt would be good for removal. So is Kintry Severance, to be honest. But I think I'll just take the Sibsig Appraiser as a creature. Really good creature in this sort of deck. Wow, Teeming Dragonstorm is very tempting. It's not really the cards we want to be playing, but it is so good for what it is. Roamer's Routine is also good as a Harmonize card that gets Goalkeeper and Goalkeeper value and potentially Wayfair value and ramps us towards our dragons. I think Teeming Dragonstorm's better, so I think I'll just take it. 2 Dragonstorms is always nice. Okay, we've got another relic. We've got Sibsig Appraiser again as well. And we've got Wingblade Disciple, but I'm feeling like we don't even have particularly good Omen Dragons, so flowing is going to be quite a challenge. So definitely prefer Sibsig over Wingblade, I think. So it's whether I prefer Relic over Sibsig. I think the thing with Relic is that I need creatures to use it. So maybe I would just rather have, and I already have 2 globes. I think Relic falls more in the mana category, which I don't think is what I'm looking for at the moment. I honestly think it might be another Sipsing. That might be crazy. We're going crazy with the Sipsing appraisers. Okay, Wildling might be I need dragons, and Wildling is also mana fixing. I'm surprised how few dragons. Normally I end up with like 3 or 4 massive dragons towards the end that I'm just like, oh, how do I even fit these in the deck? But that not today. Riverwalk Technique would give me some interaction, which I might be kind of in need of. I do have quite a lot of 3 costs already, so maybe Dusan's a bit overkill. So maybe I just take that. How many creatures are we on now? 13? Okay, maybe I do just need more playable creatures still. Please have a late dragon, or I'm going to have to play the Death Gorger. Acid Serpent would help with the more expensive playable creature, which I quite like. Could just take another Dismal Backwater, but I'm not super keen on it. I think I'm just going to take the Serpent. Okay, Dispelling Exile is kind of the sort of removal we're looking for. Don't mind taking that. Could take the Boulderborn Dragon just to have another dragon, but we are now at 5 dragons. Even if they're not my favorite colors. So I think we're alright on that front. I could take Sculptor, but it's quite a big setup cost. But it is the right colors, and it's 4. Yeah, I guess it's that or Reclamation. Reclamation can be kind of good. I think it can be kind of good. I've never really played with it. Okay, let's just check what we're looking for. 16 creatures, 30 non-creatures. I mean, I think what I take probably won't be played. I think I'm just going to take the Sculptor and see where we end up. But it definitely would benefit from some mill, wouldn't it? Maybe I just go the Night Watch, but Night Watch isn't particularly exciting either. Okay, I'm going to go Boulderborn, I think. No, I'm not. I'm dithering so hard. I cannot decide. What do I want? I want better creatures, but I don't think I'm getting better creatures. Actually, I'm just gonna go Reclamation. It might have enough upside later in the draft. We'll see. Okay, Earth Cover's kind of nice as another late game win condition. I could also just go Snakeskin Veil to keep stuff alive. Yeah, maybe it is Veil. And then I guess the Cotus here. Humbling Elder, but probably won't play it. Cotus just in case. It doesn't really matter. Okay. This is shambles, I think. I really did not find some good dragons. But I have good synergy with the dragons in the form of Dragonstorms and the Dragonologist. I really do just have the Armament Dragon as like a uncommon dragon, right? I guess Goalkeeper as well. But not neither card am I particularly excited for. So those are my 5 dragons. We have the Dragonstorms, which I think are great. So that's kind of, this is what we're building our synergies around. And then we've got the Globes to help. The Relic's also a dragon actually, so maybe I could just drop the Death Gorger. I'll see. I think that might be on the chopping block, as they say. I think Humbling Elder's definitely on the chopping block. I don't think we're playing 3 Cotuses. So spell wise, we've already got quite a few here. Dispelling Exiles I almost assuredly want to play. Fresh Start I definitely want to play. So that's, I mean, this is basically a creature, so, and that can be a creature. 1, 3, 6, and then maybe the monuments, because my mana fixing otherwise is not amazing. Oh, are we not playing any red? We're not. Okay, that helps. Helps a bit. Maybe the Jeskai monument's not so good then. It's just to get me white. Which is not completely useless, but I think we probably drop one of them. I think I want to be playing Possession, because I do have a couple mill sources. I think we'll drop that. I think I might keep the Sarkhan's Resolve, just because my removal's a bit... I mean, it's basically my only removal. I think I dropped the Veil. I'll put it in the probably drop pile. If I am dropping stuff, I'm probably dropping the Possession. I think that's probably it. And then in the creature category, I think Dusans, I'm not super sold that I need to keep. And then Leopard, I guess, is not super important. I probably do need to drop some more of these, but these are my creature ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spells. Still quite high. Although these are also kind of creatures, so I'm gonna leave them in. So I think I do want some of these 2 costs, it's just which ones. If we're looking at spells that are 2 costs, I guess I don't really need that many 2 costs considering I have so many exhales. So maybe I cut 1 or 2 of these. I'll cut 1 for now. Appraise is excellent, I definitely want them. Dragonologist, great. I guess I'm not really playing red, so the 20 back might actually be better to cut and keep the Dusans. And then Icewood Serpent is kind of just some interaction for me, which is good, I think. And then, do I just want to be playing the Death Gorger anyway? If I cut these, what am I at? 45. I think I can cut a land as well because I have 2 monuments and a 2 globes. Wow, it doesn't feel like I have that many cards, but I do. Where are they all? Are they just all non-creatures? 12 and 16. Yeah, mostly. Well, okay, I'll cut the Death Gorger, I don't mind that. Maybe we cut another Cotus. Maybe I cut the Leopard instead of Cotus. Cotus doesn't have that many synergies, but it is something that's not super sad to be renewed to be milled. Which I have currently got 1 source of mill. I think I'm overthinking that, aren't I? I guess I have Sibsig Appraiser as well. Okay, 3 more cards. Still 3 more cards. That's crazy. Feels like I've cut so many. Okay, I think it's still cutting creatures here. I think. I could get rid of the Possession. Because I have a lot of card draw. I still quite feel like I quite like it. Okay, I think I'll get rid of it. And then... yeah, I want to get rid of the Serpent, but I just think it's kind of useful because I don't have many other ways of dealing with stuff. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I get rid of that and then get rid of a land and we call it a day. So I have white is actually my easiest to find because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whereas swamps I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I feel like swamps are, I guess they're just as important. No more, no less. 2 cards each. So maybe that's fine. But maybe I just cut 1 planes. Then we've got one of each. I am in a bit of a predicament if one of them gets milled. If it's milled by my wafer, I can at least get it back, but I guess the globes make it okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. Okay. I think this is alright. I think this is what we're playing. Yeah, I just think we don't have any really crazy creatures. How many uncommons do I have? I think I just have 2, 3, and then the monuments. Is that, oh, I have the Dragonstorm. Oh yeah, Dragon's Relic is probably my best card, which is crazy. I just didn't get any. Oh, and Dragonologist, of course. That was a good pickup. But yeah, it's probably a bit too many commons. Most of my uncommons are just spells, which is why I'm a little scared. Okay, let's see if we can make it work though. That cannot be my deck cover. Let's make it Relic. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, we have at least turn 2, turn 3. So I think we'll keep. Let's see what they got. Got a creature out at least, which is a good start. I think we're against another deck with quite a lot going on. I think I can just play the globe. Then I'll be able to potentially double spell next turn. And it gives me all my mana sources, which is good. Ooh, counter spell? Wait, they can't. What am I saying? They have to... That doesn't work. They do have something for one cost though. Could be a Dispelling Exhale. Oh no, they don't. I'm just really confused. I need to focus up. Lock in. It's the Evolving Wilds that they could use. Interesting. Nightblade Brigade and maybe like a Sultai-ish deck. They didn't want lands. So I think I'll just Undergrowth Leopard and Sibsig Appraiser. Maybe I Sibsig first. Leopard second. Ooh. Maybe I Relic then. I guess I don't need the Relic super fast. I don't have anything that really matches well into the Brigade, which is a little annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more lands, which is doable. Definitely doable. I think I'm just going to take the damage. I could double block, but it's kind of risky. Oh, they don't want to attack. So I can play... I can play Dusan, and I can play Leopard. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, they probably have Fangkeeper Familiar. Should have maybe led with the Leopard. So if I do this, I still have mana up technically for Resolve. So maybe I attack with these. Next. Yeah, I think it's fine to do that. Green. Tap that. Submit. Let's see. Fresh start, okay. I get the venue, so that's good. I'm glad he chose to block that. And at least the brigade traded the Tucson as well. Okay, interesting. So can I pop that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do have counter, but I don't think they can counter that, so I'll do that. Just tap that. Deals 3 damage. Smithing out, okay. And then shall I just attack? No, I don't mind. The Nightblade Brigade's been going kind of crazy. Okay, we got 2 new effects, which is great. I can turn my Sig Appraiser into an actual combat troop. Okay, there goes the dragon. Wow, okay, they had so much removal. I guess they used that one twice. Fresh start. Okay, I can play that and pop it, which is good. At least it's something to add to the board. And I can put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's kind of tempting. They have 1 card. Nah, I'll leave it. I'd rather put it on something else, I think. Oh, I don't crocodile, that is a bit annoying. Okay, praise is good. Oh, that's not so good. I guess I'll take this. And then maybe we do this. Put that there. I am at risk of getting removals, but I'll just start chipping away. They could have drawn the same thing they drew before, I can't remember its name. The dragon, who Stormbrood, something Stormbrood. Oh, a devotee. Okay, they want to trade. I don't mind doing that. Because guess who's back? Is that my 3rd this game? I think it is. I think I'll take the Wayfarer. I think I probably won't take the land, but we will see. Nice, I got rid of my dragon, which is a bit sad, but that's what it is. And then, what should I make bigger? Well, they can make one of theirs a 3/3, which I don't like, so I think I just put this on the Appraiser. Probably. I think I'll just attack with... Actually, let's put this on the Wayfarer. And then at least it's a 4/4. Alchemist Assistant, okay, we're both just playing with our new counters at this point. Wow, on that, not the assistant. I guess they're gonna get rid of the assistant anyway. Nice, we drew a dragon. That's a big one. I could put that on the Wayfarer. I kinda like it, but I'm worried they're gonna draw that dragon again. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just put it on like the Appraisal or something. No, I'm gonna put it on the Wayfarer. It's kind of silly, but I like it. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. They can get it back. There it is. Okay, a land, not very useful. Let's keep hitting in the air, I think. I could just attack with this as well. But they'll just block with the devotee and get it back, so it's pretty useless. Okay. They need something here. They can heal for 2. Ah, there's something to block in the air. So I don't mind just blocking that. Does give them a lifelink counter, but it's not like they've got a bigger creature to put it on at the moment. Unless it's in their hand, which I guess is a risk I'm taking. Okay. Oh, nice. That's pretty big. They have a cant spell. They have something. Oh, which one? Probably. Oh, that's kind of hard. I just used all my renew counters, so maybe not this one. I think I want the Dragonologist. I only have 10 cards left though. How many dragons do I have? I still have... Sagu's gone. Armament's gone. I literally have 1 dragon left, but I think I'll take it. Oh wait. That was close. Okay. What have they got? Okay, I get Dispelling Exhale. And I think we just go next. I mean, the problem is with these attacking now is that they don't do anything. So I think we just do that. They have to block. I guess I should have attacked with them, so we're gonna have to block anyway. Whoops, that was a stupid mistake. And then I think we just do this on this turn. Or do I just... No, I keep up Exhale. The other thing to consider when I was choosing which one to keep was the fact that I have the Dragonstorm. But I kind of thought I was going to get a dragon from this, but I didn't. 9 cards left. Ooh. So if I do that, they can't actually play. That's good. They can at least pay for the stun though. But I can get 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I think that was over. Okay, we made it work. Just about. Almost run out of cards. Not the cleanest game either, but a win is a win. Okay, Dragonstorm, Kotus and Leopard. I think this is a good, maybe great is an exaggeration, but a decent hand. Okay, Monument as well. Okay, red, white. It's scary, but they haven't played a 2-cost, which makes it a whole lot less scary. So, what do I want to lead with? Monument gets me to guaranteed get my 4th land. I quite like that, and they haven't played a creature yet, so I think I'll do that. I can get a swamp. Ah, Frontline Rush. Okay, they did have a 2-drop there. It's just this type of 2-drop. Next turn's a bit rough. Okay. Because I can't get that much out. So maybe I'm just accepting that I'm gonna... That's a lot of damage to just tank though. So I think we will put out a... Coatus or a leopard? A leopard, I guess. At least it can... Can I destroy? Oh, I can destroy my own monument if I would like. How kind. Then it will be Dragonstorm for sure. That gives me some good blockers. Okay, they might have a combat choke here. I would not be surprised. But I hopefully can at least get them through this. Okay. So much damage. Haha. That's what it is. Not really a combat trick, just some removal. Okay. Play the planes. Play the Dragonstorm. I could double block the Vanguard. Potentially. Okay, I cannot double block the Vanguard. Taking 6 damage. Oh, 7 damage. 8 damage, I can't count. So if they just have anything that does... I mean, that does toe to any target. Okay. Still 8 damage, at least. Yeah, what to do? I can put out... The goalkeeper's kind of useless. I think I just have to put out Coatus and Wayfair. But it's so bad. Yeah, this is just a well and truly got beaten down. Decline. Focus. So they get 3 damage in, and if they have a red source, it's over, I think. That can block there, that can block there. I don't think there is a winning line, is there? Well, that was aggro to perfection. I kind of got punished for putting my monument down. I guess that was maybe a bit of a mistake, but I just really couldn't. I couldn't really match any of that. I needed removal for the Vanguard and didn't have it. Okay, that's 2 dragons. And some ramp. Though I just risk it? There's, surely, I just played aggro. There's no way I get aggro again, right? Right. Be nice if I drew a 2-drop. Okay, they mulliganed a lot. Yay. I'm gonna do the thing where they wait to pop it to the end of the other person's turn, even though I don't really know the purpose. Doesn't matter super much. Guess I get one of my harder to find ones and get it the other one next turn with the monument. Get the white. Oh, can't spell. Oh, no, destroy a card. Okay, we got all our colours, so that's good. And I only can pair globes. So. Okay, we're both just ramping up. That's funny. I could just play the globe. I can play the globe and then how much do I have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably not worth, but they aren't playing anything, so maybe it is. So next time I can play the Armament Dragon potentially. Okay, that was... Oh right, they can just do it to that. Oh, that sucks. And they get their Encroaching Dragonstorm back. That sucks! What? Okay, so if I play that, how much do I have left? 3, I would have enough. So maybe I just do that. That really sucks. Cost me so much. Wow. It's not looking good. They ramped better and faster to better cards. Okay, so I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could play the Goalkeeper and the Appraiser. But do I just want to play this so that they can't keep attacking? How much? This is going to be a 5/5. It's not great. That's going to be a 5/6. So I guess I just play this, but it doesn't feel great because they might just removal it. I can tank another round, I think. Yeah, I think I'd rather have... I mean, there's an argument to just put it in the graveyard, because then I can get some value out of this, but... I think I just want action. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, I'm gonna take a bajillion damage, but... Yeah. So I'm just dead next turn. Right. Yeah, I can't play both. Play Dusan, but it makes difference. Well, this was like the opposite of the last game. I just got out bombed and out. Yeah. Wow. And it was all... I thought I was doing well, but yeah, what can you do against that, I guess? Just so much value, it's crazy. Okay. 2 losses. 2 very, like, non-competitive losses in a row. Doesn't feel great. Okay. First hand that we really haven't had, like, any mana fixing. Which isn't great, but I do have a fresh start and a Kota, so I think I'll keep. And hopefully I'll get some fixing. Well, there's some. I think I'll use it next turn. I think we go Leopard first. It's a bit more pressure. Formation breaker. So use the wilds. Let's get white sauce. I'm happy to trade those before the formation breaker gets too scary. Okay, that's nice. Not playing anything. They might have counter spell, I guess. Do I care? Well, let's attack first. I think they do, but what can I do about it? Not much, right? Okay, never mind. Got through. Oh, that's so scary. Scary card. I might just reset it. I think that's worth, because actually removing it is quite annoying. Although they managed to hit 0 lands. That's actually crazy. I think this is worth. Going for like a beat down here. So I can exile something that's like I can exile that. Keeps the pressure on a bit. Which is needed because I'm not drawing any cards. What have they got? Enchantment removal? Looks like it. No. Okay. Ah, lion weight. Okay, we got a dragon, that's big. Get that back to my hand. I can still attack with all. Is that useful though? I get 2... yeah, I literally get 2 damage in. And then next turn, I'll probably not be able to get that much in, so I think I won't attack. Could have maybe attacked with Kotus, just because it dying is not so bad. Okay, lion waiting. Lost their whole turn at least. Well, I want to get maximum value, so I'll do that first. Maybe I should just be attacking, trying to get 2 damage through. Yeah, I think I will. I want to keep the pressure up. If they blocked Kotus as well, it would have been some extra pressure. If I draw a land, I can actually play Goalkeeper into Dragonstorm, which would be funny. At least it's an expensive 20 back, because they don't have red. Wow, they're getting rid of that? That's surprising. They're getting something back, a royal possession perhaps. Yep. Okay. So I can't play that, I don't have a black source. That sucks, I didn't realize. So I can get some damage through again. This kind of feels kind of pointless now, especially now that they can double... I can double block the 20 back. I'm gonna lie and wait, okay. An exile is a bit annoying. Dragon Cross Strike. They just got so much removal and they're reusing it as well. They still got lie and wait. Okay, Dragon just does something. Okay. Still can't play it, so it's not great, but... I need a swamp, or I need a globe, or I need a relic, or I need a monument. There's a lot I can hit, but I don't seem to be finding them. Okay, well I can... I think it's 1 point to use that to find the... Now Almond Dragon, probably? So let's go... So what can they lie in wait? Can I still look at this? What's their biggest creature in the graveyard? 2, 3... 2, okay, so not super... I think we definitely get one on there. I think we put some on here. And I think we put one on there. Wait, actually I kind of want to put 3... No, I'll do this. I'll do this, and then no attacks. At least we've got hexproof as well. And next turn I can play both, right? Because this doesn't use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can play both. Hopefully. I'm trying to figure something out. They're gonna kill this and then lie and wait this, maybe. No, Narcissus would be okay. Not bad. Okay, so we want to put this out first. And then this. Play that. I can attack with that. That. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Both do pretty good damage. I guess that can just face plant, so it's not very useful. Okay. Gotta find 4 damage. If they kill the goalkeeper, it's actually good for me because I can make something flying next turn. So yeah, they kind of have to leave it up. And also the fact that I can go so wide means trying to find the 4 damage should be a bit easier. Rite of Renewal? Really? They had so many graveyard interaction spells. Okay, so they get another flying creature, which definitely helps. Wow. And they have 4 cards on top of their thing. I don't know what they are though. Okay. Okay, Dispelling Exhale is a pretty good draw. So if I attack with all, at least one of the dragons gets through. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. That was such a weird game. I've never... It was like a go wide dragons deck with that. The teaming Dragonstorm, but I like it. Got a lot of value out of that. And that gets us to at least 2 wins, which feels a bit better than a 1 and 3. But let's try and make it 3. That would be nice. 3 wins is what I don't know, my like minimum. That was an okay run. That was a playable. Okay. We've got to draw a card with this, so if they... I don't know. I guess I'm on the play, so maybe I'll just put out a Kotas. Although, that's a bit scary, so maybe I keep up the exhale. It's an interesting question. I think I kind of want to keep up the exhale, but what is the worst they could do? Maybe I do just do Leopard first, I think. I think I'd rather counter their 3 costs or 4 costs than their 2 costs. That's my logic. And the Leopard has a decent matchup into quite a few of the 2 costs. Top Brigade. So now I've got a choice. I think I want to play Cotus, but maybe that's a bad idea. So I play Cotus. Yeah, maybe not. I could just play the Globe. I could also just tap it down. No, I think I'm gonna save Exhale here. Okay, it's 3 colors, so might be a little bit more expensive. Yeah, glad I saved it. They can't do any. Anyway, that's 1 damage coming through. Not the end of the world. It's not the best draw though. So I might just tap it and try find a land or something. Is that better than just playing Globe this turn? I think I'm gonna play Globe this turn. It's a little risky, but I can then play my no attacks. I can oh, I should have attacked. What am I doing? It's got vigilance. That's definitely a stupid mistake. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's what maybe I should have been saving my stuff for, but I think it's fine. 2 damage is not the end of the world. This is where no removal is gonna really hurt. Okay, so I can play the... Oh no, I can't. I can play this. Is that the best? I think it is. I can match up against the Butcher, which is important. What have they got? They've got removal, which isn't great for me. And that costs 5. Oh, I can put it on just barely. Marshal of the Lost. That's annoying, that makes the Butcher a bit bigger. Yeah, I'm super down to double block that. I'm trading that for my goalkeeper probably. They only have 1 mana. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's pretty big. So I could put the dragon down. Probably the best idea. It's a 6 cost. I can just put Cotus and then maybe make one of them bigger, which is quite nice as well. But removal does kind of mess it up a bit. The removal would mess up the dragon just as much. So I think I'm just going to play Cotus and the resolve. No attacks. End turn. I can use that to tap. Guess I'll decide how necessary it feels. Let's see. So I'm expecting them to attack with both. And then this would be +3. It will trade with the Marshal of the Lost, and the Leopard would trade with the Brigade. I think it doesn't really matter. Okay. Who did they give it to? Okay, that's good. Resolve. Resolve. So it's a 6/6. And that gives +3. So I do need to double block. But they both die and then I'm just taking 2 damage. I think that's fine. 2 blockers. Static snare. Okay. Can I not? Just for the fun of it. I guess that's kind of pointless. It just cost me a mana. Well, I think I just have to tank it. That's not enough to get it. Yeah, no, there's nothing to be done. At least it does stop the 6 damage. Okay, that's annoying. That's gonna be a lot of damage. And I have no creatures to block it. Yeah, what do I do? I have to do that. There's nothing else to be done, but I'm gonna take so much damage. And this will just block whichever of Marshall and Lost and Vanguard is not big. I hope they put on Marshall the Lost, but they probably won't. They did. Oh, but it's 8 damage. And they've stacked it out, of course. Good game. Okay, well, I think we got a very clear idea of the weaknesses of this deck. I should have maybe just tapped down, but I don't know. Hard to know what to do. I got completely stomped in the 3 losses, and the 2 wins were alright. But quite a grind. They weren't 3 wins either. I think the problem... So in the stomps, what's the issue? The issue is that I don't really have many strong early creatures or good removal. I think removal was a huge issue. The exhales were just not enough. Fresh start was... Yeah, I think this was not it. But like against the beatdown decks, it does nothing. So definitely a removal issue. I think... Yeah, I think I just didn't really have enough sort of stabilizing dragons. Like these dragons are good goalkeeper and armament, but they're not really very stabilizing. I don't know. I'm trying to think like which dragons fall into that category that aren't just completely unrealistic to get. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that is an unrealistic like ask. But yeah, I think I kind of was relying on drawing some very specific cards like Dragonologist and Relic every game pretty much. But it's alright. I might go back to forcing Golgari, I'm gonna be honest. That was fun, and I think it's kind of fun to just like, you know, perfect the craft on one type of deck, even if it's the bad way of drafting, because you are never gonna have the best deck you could have had, but it means you're probably gonna always have a decent deck. But we'll see. I might do some experimenting, and if I see some particularly good cards from something else, I'm sure I'll be willing to try it. I am traveling tomorrow, so I'm not sure how tomorrow's upload is going to go. I think I'm going to record it when I arrive at my destination, but it's going to be all a bit of chaos, and there's a chance I miss an upload, but hopefully not. So yeah, see you tomorrow in a different background with a different mic, a different headset. But same old me playing draft. So yeah, see you then. Thanks for watching.